Hello, welcome to this very, very special episode of the Mindful Introvert podcast. And today I have a special surprise for you, so definitely stick to the end where I will do a very big announcement. Very nice stuff coming your way. And today's topic is all about you stopping stopping micromanaging your life and how you can do that. So if this is a topic that is interesting for you and you want to know the special announcement, definitely stick around. So, micromanaging. We are very good at doing that, aren't we? We do that in our job, we do that in our lives, our own life, our own partner's life, our kids, if we have kids, our friends, our family. We try to micromanage everything. And we do this because we are trying to gain some control or to maintain some control over our reality, because we have this belief that no one is taking care of us, or we are almost alone in this world, and so we have to take care of us because no one will. And this comes from a place of lack of self-love and lack of love overall, because it's just this need for control. And I am still working on it. Don't get me wrong. I'm still working on not getting that need for control and just trying to micromanage everything and have it be, imagine like a situation where I have to ask for help from people and actually allow them to do whatever it is that I need them to do, whichever way they prefer to do it, instead of me trying to say, no, you do it this way and at this time and this place. And that is very exhausting. But I was doing that because I had that need for control and to control everything that was going on. And I had that need because I was afraid. I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to handle things if they were out of my control. So I needed to know exactly what was going on, when was going on, where was going on, because I wasn't flexible enough in my judgment and in my thought process to just wing it and just do as whatever comes. And that was taking a lot of my mental space and a lot of my energy, because I would have to know exactly where we would go during our weekend, let's say, exactly where we would go for a walk, exactly at what time, and what's the weather is going to be like, and how many miles do we have to drive, or where are we having our meal, which restaurant. And it's not very fun to live this way. It wasn't fun for me, it wasn't fun for the people around me, very patient people that I have around me. And so this all came out of fear, and fear of it's weird because we are pushing people away in a sense by behaving this way, but it's a fear of not having stuff under control. And by not having stuff under control, it's almost like fear of abandonment and fear of rejection and fear of being left out, if that makes any sense. So yeah, I think it all comes from a place of fear. And this is very typical for perfectionists, because perfectionists have this tendency of trying to micromanage people, things, systems, the time. Even you cannot alter the time, but we try. And this is just something that is very, very clear, that we see in perfectionist tendencies to have this need for control. And it comes from fear. It comes from fear, um, from being conditioned of behaving this way from our past experiences. um, because sometimes, imagine, we have a presentation in front of a lot of people, and if we're not prepared enough, we are going to sweat like crazy, and we are going to look stupid in front of people. We are going to be judged by them. Then we will feel shame. And this is a whole nother cycle that we do inside our heads, that basically what we are trying to do is control everything, control the environment, control people, so that we don't feel shame and we don't have that sensation. But the thing is, what we do instead is create more stress to our lives, more frustration, pressure, and the sense of being exhausted all the time, and not having fun. Essentially, is not having fun, not having that flexibility, that creativity. Is more of the idea of everything being super analytical, super clinical, super methodical, and that is not very fun and not very nice to have all the time. It's necessary, don't get me wrong. It's necessary to have systems. It's necessary to have processes implanted. Yes, well, in place. But it's also fun to have a little bit of flexibility in the mix and some freedom, and yeah, just flexibility of allowing yourself, giving yourself the permission to do something different for a change. And I think that was really it. So, how do we stop micromanaging? Because we know this is only good at certain times, right? It's not good most of the times. And when we are micromanaging, we attach ourselves so much with the result that it has to be this way, a certain time, a certain place. And we are attaching ourselves to the outcome, right? And we are it may seem like we are paying attention to the details as we are micromanaging, but we are only paying attention to those details because we are looking for the future and looking for the end result. And this only brings anxiety to our lives, stress. Remember, anxiety is when we are stuck in the future, depression when we are stuck in the past. And when we don't have this cohesion between our mind and our body, because our body, remember, is in the present. So there's no way your body is in the future or in the past. Sometimes we wish our body was in the past, under the sunlight and just relaxing. But that is not possible. Our body is always in the present. Our mind floats around, and we have to keep it, or we can choose to keep it in the present. That it really enables us to have more clarity and less anxiety and less stress and depression. So definitely allow your mind to float back to the present and create some self-awareness, because this will really help you create more inner peace and more balance. And the way you do this is by meditating, by doing mindfulness practices. If you're not a formal meditation, passionate person, you can do moving meditation. So I'm more of a kinesthetic person, and I like to I learn by doing, and I get a lot of energy flowing through my body with movement, right? And so when I'm meditating, sometimes I stay and I do a formal meditation practice, but most times what I like to do is a moving kind of meditation. So in the summer, my favorite time of meditation is actually walking around. When I'm at work, I go for my lunch break and I walk and I see the flowers. I listen to my favorite podcast, or I listen to actually guided meditation, and I just walk around, release the energy, release the tension around my shoulders, around the face of my my face muscles, and I just relax for a bit by moving and by watching the world around me. And as you notice the world around you, there is no space for your inner dialogue. And so you're eliminating all of that chattering, just the annoying inner dialogue that sometimes builds up, and we start that overthinking cycle and overwhelm, and just we get stressed, and it's just a mess. So when we are meditating, any type of meditation, yoga is a type of meditation on my book, uh, uh, dancing is a meditation, anything that keeps it, but this has a little bit of a you have to pay attention to this. So it's something that is not numbing, so to speak. So it's not like playing video games. I wouldn't say playing video games is a form of meditation. Maybe for some people it is, but for me it isn't. I mean dancing and yoga and something that connects you to your higher self. And I wouldn't say video games connects to your higher self. So some sort of movement that you can feel the energy you're breathing into your body, and you can feel that movement of the energy really empowering you and making you feel calmer and more centered and grounded. So that's the idea behind this moving meditation situation. And also, this is really important if you work at a desk, if you're working corporate, or if you're even working from home. Create it's very challenging for micromanagers to work from home, because you can control your environment. Well, you can control only, that's it, your environment. You can't control what other people are doing in your team. Or if you have your own business, you can only control really what's going on at your desk, in your house, or whatever you work from. And that can be very stressful and can really impact your mental health. So definitely do this type of meditation, do some journaling. Journaling is another powerful thing that you can implement in your life. And this really takes me to my announcement. So today is Thursday, and on Saturday, yes, Saturday the 30th, I will be having a master class. And this master class is going to be about work-life balance. So it's going to really help you, give you all the tools, give you my framework that I apply with my clients, my coaching clients, to really help them get out of the burnout cycle, the overthinking, the overwhelm, the stress, the anxiety, and give you the tools so that you can learn how to create more inner peace and create a space, a mental space that you are happy with and can support your higher self and the achievement of your highest dreams. So this is really, really cool masterclass. It's completely free, and it's going to be 1 hour to 1 hour and a half fully packed of information. I'm giving you so many information. I'm giving you amazing bonuses. So definitely go. I will, under the show notes, I will leave the link so that you can register, because there are limited spots. So you definitely want to register for this one and save your spot, and be there with me on Saturday, supporting me and supporting yourself and your future lifestyle with more balance, more inner peace, and just getting away from burnout. No one needs burnout in their lives. So yes, I will leave everything in the show notes. Connect with me on Instagram, because on Instagram I will be posting all the informations. I will also leave my Instagram on the show notes, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. It's going to be on Zoom, by the way. Everyone uses Zoom all the time nowadays. So it's going to be on Zoom, very easy to access, very interesting topic, completely free, and it's going to be packed full of information so that you can create more balance in your life. So I will see you there, and I will also see you on the next episode. Bye!